Mass Effect is one of the most beloved sci-fi trilogies in gaming history. The first two games built an unforgettable universe, deep characters, meaningful choices, and a story about survival on a galactic scale. But when Mass Effect 3 arrived, something felt off. Today we're breaking down why Mass Effect 3, despite being a great game, didn't quite live up to the magic of Mass Effect 1 and 2. Let's address the biggest issue first, the ending. For two entire games, players were told their choices mattered. Who lived, who died, which species survived, which alliances were formed. But Mass Effect 3 boiled all of that down to three nearly identical endings, differentiated mostly by color: red, blue, or green. Decisions spanning dozens of hours felt reduced to a final button press. For a series built on player agency, this was a massive letdown, and it broke trust with the audience. Mass Effect 1 and 2 leaned heavily into RPG mechanics, skill trees, squad management, dialogue options, and character builds. Mass Effect 3 simplified many of these systems. Skills were streamlined, weapon restrictions were loosened, dialogue choices became more linear and less impactful. While this made combat smoother and faster, it also removed the role-playing depth that defined the series. Mass Effect 3 promised an all-out galactic war against the Reapers. Entire civilizations were supposed to be on the brink of extinction, yet most of the war happened off-screen, through numbers on a war asset screen. You rarely saw the full scale of devastation or felt the weight of leading a galaxy-wide resistance. Compared to Mass Effect 2's focused suicide mission, where every decision had immediate consequences, the stakes felt strangely abstract. In earlier games, Commander Shepard felt like your character. You shaped their morals, tone, and personality through dialogue. In Mass Effect 3, Shepard became more predefined, more emotional, more reactive, but less customizable. While some players appreciated this cinematic approach, others felt their Shepard no longer belonged fully to them. Much of Mass Effect 3's problems trace back to time pressure. BioWare was under intense deadlines. Key story decisions, including the ending, were developed with limited internal feedback and no player testing. The result was a finale that felt disconnected from the journey that came before it. To be clear, Mass Effect 3 isn't a bad game. Its combat is excellent. The character moments are powerful, and scenes like saying goodbye to your crew remain some of the most emotional in gaming. But as the final chapter of a legendary trilogy, it failed to deliver the payoff fans had earned. Mass Effect 3 wasn't bad. It was unfinished emotionally. It asked players to save the galaxy, but didn't fully honor the choices that brought them there. And that's why, even today, Mass Effect 1 and 2 are remembered as masterpieces,